Okay, so let's have a look at this question now. This question is, a square tablecloth has a diagonal measurement of 130 centimeters. What is the length of one side? Okay, so to do this one, you really need to do a drawing, just like I mentioned in the previous video. So it's a square tablecloth, so let's draw a rough square. Just understand that all of these sides are equal in length. So there's our square tablecloth. It has a diagonal measurement of 130 centimeters. So that measurement there, the diagonal, that's 130 centimeters, okay? So what is the length of one side? So we need to figure out what is the length of, let's say, this side here, or this side here. Now it's a square, so they're going to be exactly the same. Okay, and that is the key to answering this question. So usually what we would do with Pythagoras, we'd call that side there, we call that side C, we call that side like A, and that one side B. But the thing is with this one, that side equals that side, so A equals B. Okay, so what we can actually do is we can say that A squared, right, plus B squared equals C squared as usual. However, A equals B, they're exactly the same. So what we can do is we can say A squared plus A squared equals C squared. Okay, because these are exactly the same. There's no difference between A and B. So what does that make? That makes 2A squared equals C squared. Okay, and now we can actually put that in to there. So 2A squared equals 130 squared as well. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll do A squared, because we're going to divide this side by 2 to make A squared. So that means we've got to divide that side by 2 as well. So A squared equals 130 squared over 2. Okay, and then A will be the square root of that. Will be the square root of all of that thing. So 130 squared over 2. Now if you wanted to, along the way you could have did, you know, like 130 squared, you could have actually done that on the calculator and got the whole number, but you don't really have to do it if you have a calculator that's like, you know, like a natural display one. You know, you can literally type all this in and it will come out perfect. Okay, so let's do that then. So 130 squared over 2, and then we want the square root of it. So 130 squared and then over 2. So just like that. Okay, it looks just like I've written here on the calculator. Okay, if you haven't got one of these calculators, you should really get one. Okay, it's much simpler for you. So let's press equals, and it comes as 65 root 2. Let's just turn it into a like a decimal number. We'll click that and it becomes 91.9. Okay, so then we'll just say A equals 91.9. Okay, and what is it? Is it centimeters, meters, or whatever? Let's go back to the question. It was a diagonal measurement of 130 centimeters. So what our answer is, it's in centimeters. Okay, so 91.9 centimeters, that's these sides here. So 91.9 and then 91.9 there, because A and B are exactly the same, and the diagonal, the hypotenuse, was 130 centimeters.